Hi guys. Um, I know it's been a minute, but I am still here. God is still awesome. He is still faithful. He is still working on, with, and through me. I want to apologize. It's been a crazy last few weeks with ministry and work and school and family and just life. And I know that everyone's busy, but I did make a commitment and I'm doing my best to keep that commitment. I am here, and as you can see, I am smiling. I am super happy. Um, I am feeling really, really good. I'm feeling strong. I am feeling calm. I'm feeling relaxed. Um, I guess there's no anxiety. I haven't had a panic attack in a very long time, actually, nor a sad spell. That's what I'll call it. A sad spell since the last one I uploaded over a month and a half maybe ago. So I'm super grateful for all that I have mentioned to you and then some. So, what's been happening? I've been really consistent with my supplements that I'm taking. I have yet to walk you guys through the supplements like that. I think I'm kind of purposely not doing it because it's gonna be a long video because I think it's a lot and it's not even all of them. But and I don't want to just say, oh, I'm taking this. I kind of want to explain to you what it does, why I'm taking it, how frequently, etc., etc. So bear with me with that. It is going to come. I just got to find the time to write what they all do beside them so that I'm not going off on a tangent when I'm explaining it to you. Really focusing on my gastrointestinal system first with regards to these supplements. Of course, I'm taking supplements for my iodine level because that is or was extremely low. So there's that as well. I'm still doing the coconut oil regime where I'm taking a teaspoon of coconut. I try to do it 3 times a day. Most times I'm only able to do it twice a day because the third time would have to be while I'm at work, and it's I don't have coconut oil for home and coconut oil for work. I mean, I could probably take some in a container, but I already use glass containers as it is, which means my lunch bag is already heavy. So adding to that, not a good idea. In any case, I do the best that I can. I'm still doing the castor oil packs. Want to say a special thank you to my lovely workmates for encouraging her husband to come all the way from Jamaica with the real black castor oil. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. And what else can I quickly tell you? So I do find that the supplements that I'm taking have really made a big difference with like regarding my gastrointestinal system, because I am actually having more frequent bowel movements. So how our body is supposed to work is when you get up first thing in the morning and you have your glass of water or whatever it is that you do first thing in the morning, you're supposed to have a bowel movement. I do that now. And then after every meal, you're supposed to have a bowel movement. I do that now. Now, when my body first started doing it, I mean, with regards to bowel movements, there's a lot, like, what it looks like, how easy is it to pass, like, is it bulked, is it skinny, etc., etc. They were not looking too healthy. They were But now I find that they are within the normal range of what a normal bowel movement is supposed to look like. Um, yeah, so I definitely see that that's working, and that is a big part in this because one of the supplements that I'm taking, which I mentioned to you guys before, was DIM, and DIM, and how what DIM does is it pulls the excess estrogen out of my body, and then I pass it through my stool. So if I'm pulling all that extra estrogen out and I'm not passing it, then it's just going to recycle back into my body worse than the way it was before. So that is really great news for me. Um, I I find that something that is really, 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 really important that a lot of us take for granted is self care. It is very important, extremely important that you take time out of your day to care for you. I find that when I have like a really hectic day, and it's just go, 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 like I may do a 16-hour shift, or I may go from one unit to another. And then by the time I get home, I am drained. Like I'm drained, and I just want to get to bed because you're so tired, right? Well, I'm so tired, anyways. And I don't really have time to unwind, to just be with me, and just kind of, without sounding selfish, focus on me. And it's just give, give, give. And there's nothing to kind of replenish you. Now I try to ensure that I do that, the self thing, every single morning, with my devotion and my words of encouragement to myself, to just kind of ensure that I try to keep a positive mindset throughout the day. But apart from that, you need to really take care of yourself. If it means, going for a walk, or, sitting in your room just by yourself. I used to be terrified of, you know, doing things like by myself because I thought it would be so boring. I thought I would be lonely, and then my one of my really, like, just my best friend encouraged me before to, like, you really got to spend time by yourself. And I was like, yeah, but in my mind I was like, no, I will never do that. Why do I need to spend time by myself when I can spend time with everybody else? But once I started doing it, it's like it really makes a big difference. Yes, at first it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be weird, especially if it's not something that you do often. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be weird. It's going to be like, okay, well, I'm by myself. What am I supposed to be doing? You're going to, want to pick up your phone and text someone or call someone or check something out. And I did that. But what I started to do is I started to look up things about self-love, like how do you love yourself? How do you care about yourself? How do you spend time with yourself? And then all of these, amazing things came up, and it just kind of, snowballed from there, for lack of better words. And I find that once I have those moments to just spend by myself, even if it's just 5 minutes for the day, to spend by myself, just with myself, focusing on myself, I can rejuvenate and go back to whatever it is that I'm doing even stronger. So if you are dealing with any health issues, and it's not a time to sit down and talk about woe is me. That's not what it is. It's not about, oh, I can't believe I'm in this situation. Why not? What exempts you from that situation? That's just my question. But it's a time to just, like, reflect on, just be by yourself, just, yeah, just to be alone and just think about things, and positive things, though, not negative things. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the negativity in life, but just positive things, and just, come back with that strength. And man, spend that time with God, because I mean, technically we're never really alone, because he's always with us, which is amazing. But spend that time with God, then talk to him, lay all your burdens at his feet and just hang out with him. Like he would love if we were to set aside time for Him. So self time doesn't necessarily have to be, sitting and watching a movie. You could just be hanging out with God. That's your me time. I'm hanging out with God. Your me time could be at the gym, just you and the weights. Your me time could be going for a walk, talking to God and just reflecting. But that has made such a significant difference in the way I deal with things on a day-to-day basis, that me time. And when I don't have it, I definitely see, I feel the difference and I see the difference. Rest is another thing that I'm realizing that is very, very important for me. If I don't have enough rest, I tend to be very cranky. I tend to be easily angered. I tend to be easily irritated. I'm not able to dismiss things as easily as I would if I had enough rest. And another thing is, I find that that gives me a lot of time is putting away my cell phone. I love to learn, so I'm always on my phone searching up new things, learning new things. And it's like, as much as it's good, it's also bad because I would sit on my phone in my room and look up information, and then by the time I came in my room at, let's say, 6:30, and I'm looking up stuff and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna spend about half an hour doing this. By the time I look up, it's 11 o'clock. And it's like, where did the time go? Like, I love to learn. Anything that has to do with learning and reading, I am there. So, kind of putting yourself on, myself, I should say, on some kind of time schedule where if I am going to look up anything on my phone, I have to set a timer and then put the phone down, have that discipline. So, anyways, I said I wasn't going to be long, and here I am already at 12 minutes. So, I just want to give you a quick update. I am doing well. I am, man, so grateful. I really, really am grateful for this this medical issue. I am grateful that, God chose me. I'm grateful He chose me, and I am not going to let Him down. I'm not going to let Him down. I know that He's already done the healing. I just now have to go through the process. And I'm happy that you guys are willing to go through the process with me. It's been so amazing, the support I have when I go to work. My coworkers, asking questions. They want to make sure I'm okay. And then I have people reminding me, it's 11 o'clock. You haven't taken your lunch yet. Go take your lunch. And no one bothers me like when I go and I take my lunch and I don't feel like, maybe they are, but I don't feel like it, or sense that, they're watching the time, and, it's not an issue that I take my lunch at a time that isn't necessarily a part of the scheduled lunch periods. And then people be like, how's your water going? Are you drinking your water? And, so how's it going? How you feeling? It's amazing to see the support. I am floored. I am so undeserving, and I am very humbled, and I am so grateful, and I am so thankful to every single one of you that send your text messages, that sends your WhatsApp messages, that when you see me, like, you genuinely, you're not just saying, oh, how you doing, not the superficial, like, you're looking me in my eyes and you're like, how are you feeling, sis? How are you doing? How's everything going? Do you need anything? Like, it's amazing. And then to my family that has also been extremely supportive, contacting me, calling me, to the ones that say, if you need anything, but then, you can't really call on those. But then there are ones that say, if you need anything, and you can call on those, because when you call, sometimes before you call, they're calling you to make sure that you're good. To my children who've also been, I am humbled, and I am grateful, and I am thankful to every single one of you, the ones that are asking me questions offline and online, and that continue to support the GoFundMe, even though, like, I haven't even been like promoting it or anything. Like, understanding that the support is continuous, and ultimately to God again for this opportunity, because I know that this is going to reach so many people for him, and I know he's not done with me yet. So, with that being said, I am going to let you go because I need to get to my bed. Have a wonderful night. Thank you again for your support, and I will do my best to be more consistent as I work around my life schedule to ensure that I keep my word when I said that I would be doing this and actually do it, because I really enjoy it. I really like talking. I really, really, really like talking, and I like talking to people, and I like encouraging people. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Have a good night, guys.